Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. And this is July, and this is the first part of our lesson for July, which we're focusing on paint quality. And we're going to be going over how to achieve paint quality in these lessons. But before we can talk about paint quality, let's talk about your tools. So our tools for paint quality involve what our basic painting tools are. One is that we need a palette knife. This one is, I think this one is a Holbein. Okay. But this one is, I think it says RGM, another one. So we have palette knives. We need brushes. This is Robert Simmons. This is one of my favorite brushes. This is a round. What size is this? Says it's a 40R. That didn't really make any sense. Oh, it's a size 1. It's a size 1 round. This is also a Robert Simmons Signet. This is a size 4, but this is an Egbert. So it's basically a filbert, just really long. So it's a lot longer. It's I'm starting to really love these brushes because you have less control over them. And I'll show you, demonstrate that a little bit later about why that is important. You also need what's called a mop. This is a Monday mop. This is by Rosemary, a 1-inch Monday mop by Rosemary. And this is one I'm sure I got from, I don't know where I got it from. But this is a Princeton 1/2 inch oval mop. This is, I'm sure I used, this is for watercolor, but it has very soft bristles. The Monday mop is, I think, goat bristles. These are hog bristles. And what I normally use is a hog bristle, but we're going to go through and use this, and the Monday mop is very similar. It's for smoothing out brush strokes. So let's start with our background, and let's work on mixing up something in the background and getting a background color. I guess before I do that, I need to put my get my orange, and not my orange, my little tangerine, kind of get it placed. So let's get that placed here. Let's put it up a little bit. And it's kind of a cute, it's almost like a cute little box. You know, it's kind of round, but it's also just a cute little box. I like these. These are so cute. So we're going to use this, and this is a great exercise to do to really learn paint quality. So that's where that's going to sit. Trying to get some kind of a bluish background here. I don't want it to really be blue. I want it to be like a neutral color. I don't want it to be, I want it to be more like that gray that you see there. So I don't want it to be a bright blue. But I do want to give some idea about what I have going on around, because our background is really very similar to the color of air. You're like, what doesn't have a color? Well, in paintings it does. And so whatever color our background is, that is going to be the color of air for that painting. And it's kind of an advanced area that we're going to be talking about as far as the air goes. But air is vital to our paintings. Whether you are painting a landscape and you're looking, kind of far distance you want to look at, or you're painting something up close and you want to showcase that and showing how it's turning. But no matter what you're doing, we always need air. And I like to get the background painted first so that I know what is my foreground. What am I going to be painting there? All right, so let's take a moment to pause and look at something. So we see, and I think you can see a lot of this texture here, but if we wanted to really smooth this out, we take a very soft brush and just glide it down here and make this very, very soft. And once we get enough kind of paint on the brush, it does become like we're actually painting with it, but we're smoothing things out. So I'm trying not to take paint off, just trying to smooth it. So it's very, I'm going to use a very light touch here, right? And we're going to try to smooth this paint around so that it is very, very smooth. We got some thick paint right there. So I'm going to kind of smooth that out. So what we're doing is creating a very smooth background. And this is one way to create one type of a paint quality. So some paint quality, is that we've got really smooth, we don't have any brush strokes. They're all smoothed out. They're all gone. It's all perfectly smooth. And I could spend a lot more time working on that, making that really, really just shiny, smooth. But that is one aspect of paint quality. Sometimes paint quality is really smooth. There are some people who their idea of the perfect paint quality is perfectly smooth paint where you can't see any brush strokes. And so as we're talking about paint quality, there's no one ideal definition of paint quality. There are many different types of paint quality. And just because we say, oh, this is our definition of paint quality, doesn't mean it's the definition of paint quality. Okay? I'm mixing in a little bit of cadmium red light with the transparent oxide red, mixing in just a little bit of that. And in case you don't know, I put my paints in the same place every single time. Well, I thought I did. I put my my lemon yellow or my light yellow on top of where my Naples yellow normally sits. So I normally put my paints in the same places each time, normally. But that way when you look at it and you see me grabbing, you're going to know what I'm grabbing because I've put it the same place every single time. So I'm putting this color down as my shadow here. And we have just a little bit up here as well. A little bit of shadow right there. Now where these two colors meet, I'm trying to blend them in just a little bit. And then we're going to blend this color into the top because we've got a bit more light on that shadowy place, that little divot there at the top. A little bit more light in there. So one of the things about paint quality is that we want to try to make a brush stroke. And we want to tell a story about either the shape of that object, if that object is moving, and tell something about what it is that we are painting. And so as we are describing the object with values, with color, with chroma, we're also using our brush to describe the object with brush strokes. And one of the things that I like to think about is the light particles. And what are those light particles doing as they hit the object? You know, where are they bouncing off at? What are they doing? Are they spreading out? Is this a smooth object? Are they spreading out? They're getting up into the atmosphere, right? What are those light particles doing? Are they coming back to our eye? Are they bouncing back directly to us? And this is a light yellow, not the Naples yellow. I don't actually have any Naples yellow put out on my palette right now. So we can build up paint. As you can see me, I'm building up the highlight. We can build up the highlight with our brush, and then we can really build it up with the palette knife. We can also use our palette knife to smooth things down. I don't prefer to use my palette knife to smooth things, but I wanted to show you guys that you can do that. See, you can smooth it down. Make it really smooth. So paint quality is not only just how we apply the paint, which tools are we using, and how thickly that we're doing it, but also how are we using our tools to use the paint to describe the object. Are we making long strokes? Are we making short strokes? Are we painting with a flourish? Are we not painting with a flourish? Are we painting simply? How are we doing that? So I want you to take a orange or a tangerine, and I want you to practice painting that and practice applying paint. We're going to go do this exercise again and kind of show you a different way about paint quality. Here we have kind of the separation of paint quality. We got really smooth as compared to a little bit more of the paint strokes. Is being shown here. Some people want the whole painting smooth. Some people want, or they prefer to show paint strokes in every brush stroke. So there is no right or wrong answer as far as paint quality goes. It's really more about what appeals to you and what do you like and how do you like applying paint. And then it's also what's best for that subject matter. All right, so stay tuned for our next lesson next week, and where we'll learn more about paint quality. Hi, thanks for watching this content on YouTube. I'm Corey Dyson, and this YouTube video was sponsored by my Patreon page, where I have much more content that is available there to help you to learn art as efficiently and as effectively as possible. So I look forward to seeing you over there. Link is down below.